doing today, we are going to have a row and flow. So it's a full 60 minutes here today. It is 30 minutes. It's going to be a speed-based rowing set, which I will go ahead and teach. And then Chelsea's going to go ahead and walk us through all of the flow, so the yoga part, all right? So I'm Coach Dylan. If you haven't taken one of my classes before, I'm one of the coaches here at Total Row. Chelsea is also one of our amazing coaches. She does rowing, she does yoga. She's 100-hour certified, does all the yoga in the world. She's amazing. So you are in great hands with not only the rowing, but the yoga flow as well. I want you guys to focus on, again, like I said, speed here in your 30 minutes of rowing. It's going to be a 6-minute warm-up. So it's going to be nice, easy strokes, and then we'll go into a pressure test. I will explain what the pressure test means as we get into it. And then I will also have you guys go into, we have 2 different sets. We're going to have a minute between each set. And I'll explain in that minute time what the set's going to look like, how many minutes each one is going to be, and so on and so forth. All right, so I want you to go ahead, turn those monitors on if they are off, get those feet set in those foot plates. We're going to start nice and easy, any stroke rate that you want in 3, 2, and 1. Your first 3 minutes here is, again, all about that nice, easy form, just getting that blood flowing. Squeezing through those legs, especially as you push back. And remembering that form is legs, core, arms, core, and then legs. Always want to make sure on that way back into the catch that you're letting your arms, your core go first, and then bending those knees. You want to make sure those hands are past those knees, over those shins before you bend in. That's going to help you avoid what we call the rodeo. If you start to bring your knees in first, there's nowhere for your hands to go except for over. And that isn't the worst in the world, but it just completely throws off your entire flow of each and every stroke. It makes each stroke less efficient. So I want you to make sure you're focusing on taking your time through the first few minutes, making sure your form is perfect. The point here is to not get out of breath. It is not to push as hard as you can. It's just to get warm and to get loosened up. Good, y'all. We're about halfway through the easy portion of your warm-up here. Now let's talk about that pressure test. The main focus on that pressure test is for you guys just to get used to the 3 main stroke rates that we call out, which are 24, 26, and 28. So the stroke rate is literally just how many strokes you're pulling at per minute. We're going to go over how important it is to push through your legs first and then finish off the rest with the upper body. 60% of each of your strokes is all on your legs, and then the final 40% is split evenly, 20 core, 20 arms before you come back in. Good, y'all. 60 seconds here. Then we'll hit that pressure test. Pressure test will be 3 minutes. It'll be 1 minute at 24, 1 minute at 26, and then 1 minute at 28. Beautiful. Make sure you exhale as you're pushing back. Inhale as you come forward. No matter what exercise you're doing, but especially in rowing, every time you're doing the most work, which is your initial push back, that's when you want to breathe the heaviest. Exhale out nice and strong. And then as your muscles are starting to relax on that recovery, that's when you take your next inhale for a fresh set of oxygen to come in through that bloodstream, through those muscles, to keep your body working efficiently. All right, y'all, we're going to find 24 here in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find 24 over here on that stroke rate. Should be the big number on that screen. Easiest way to hold 24 is to count to yourself here. 1 second back, 2 seconds in. 1 back, 2 in. You can also follow Chelsea and I. We are right at 24, synced up perfectly here. So try to find your sync up with us. We have 30 seconds left. And then we're going to go ahead into 26. Good job. Always make sure that core is tight. That's the base of all your strength, all your stability, even on this rower. Core staying tight keeps your body in line, and it keeps that transfer of power and contraction through your body nice and even. We have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, pick up 2, 26 for me here. Still keeping that strong pushback with your legs. That recovery time is just a little bit quicker. That's it, y'all, that's it. Now through that pressure test, not only are you getting used to these stroke rates that we're calling out, but it's also there where you start to push through your legs just a little bit harder. Again, a little extra pressure to start to warm those legs up even more. Maybe start to feel a little bit of a burn. That lactic acid is starting to build up through those legs here. Good, last 20 seconds. We have 1 more increase. We'll go all the way up to 28. And then we'll go ahead and take our first break. All right, y'all. For that final minute here in 3, 2, and 1, find 28. Just a little bit quicker. Keep that strong push to those legs. Now let's talk a little bit about that split time. It should be down towards the bottom right of your monitor. If you're on these water rowers, that time there is just telling you how long it's going to take you to get to 500 meters based on the speed or the stroke rate that you're at right now. So pay attention to it here. For your final 30 seconds, keep it at 28 on your stroke rate. But see if you can push your legs a little bit harder and drop that split time by a couple of seconds. That's it, y'all. Start pushing a little bit harder here, final 20. The stronger you push to your legs, the farther you go with each stroke. Good, 10 left. Breathe. Last 5. You have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, shake it out, re-rack. If you would like, you can go into a nice easy row here for the first or the next 60 seconds. All right. Now, listen up. If you're rowing or if you stop, grab some water. We're going to go into our first working set. It's going to be a full 10 minutes. The first 7 minutes is going to be an EMOM, E-M-O-M. That stands for every minute on the minute. So every minute on the minute, we're going to go into a sprint, and that means we're going to build through the next 7 minutes. All right, so the first minute, nice and easy. 24, find your recovery pace. It's almost like an active recovery to continue this recovery that you're at right now. And then on the minute, we're going to go 10 seconds as hard as we can, 50 seconds, nice and easy. The next minute, 20 on, 40 easy, so on and so forth. So we're going to increase 30-30, 40-20, 50-10. The final minute of your 7 is going to be all outs, max out for a minute, and then the final 3 minutes we're going to go into 30-second repeats. So it'll be 30 seconds of a recovery, 30 seconds as hard as you can. I'm not going to call out stroke rates. I just want you to push as hard as you can. Then we'll go back down to a 30-second recovery, so on and so forth. Then we'll get a minute break, then we'll go into our final set. All right? So go ahead. If you want to, you can set your monitors to 10 minutes. You do not have to. But use that clock to your advantage if you would like. We're going to start out at 24 for a full minute in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. Again, this is a recovery stroke. Not too fast. But make sure there's a little extra pressure here at this 24 than there was in that warm-up, because now you're in that working set. Good, y'all, that's it. Nice strong drive for those strong legs here. Pushing those heels through that board or through those foot plates as hard as you can. Last 20 seconds. You're going to notice your body's a lot more loosened up, so you can bring your knees a little bit higher, shoes a little bit straightened down. Coming all the way up to those toes, the balls of your feet, and then drive those heels down as hard as you can. 10 second sprint in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, let's go. This 10 seconds just gives you a little taste of what's to come. You have 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all, slow back down and breathe. Find that 24 again. Full 50 seconds. That next sprint will be double the time. 20 seconds on, and then 40 seconds in recovery. Good. 30 more seconds on your recovery here. The most important part of these recoveries, especially as that time starts to drop down, is to really focus on your breathing, on your heart rate. The faster you bring your heart rate and your breathing back down to that recovery, the harder you'll be able to push on that next sprint. You have 5. 20-second sprint in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. That's it, y'all. Now on these sprints, I want you to watch that split time. You should be dropping your split time by at the very least 10 to 15 seconds. You have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Slow back down. Strong legs, slow recovery. You still want to stay focused on that ratio of a strong pushback and a nice slow recovery in. All right, y'all. 15 seconds here, the next sprint. 30 seconds on, 30-second recovery. It's where you start to feel just a little bit more. It's where you start to push yourself. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Come on. Again, big exhale back, inhale forward. That's it, y'all. Just because we're pushing harder and a little bit faster does not mean that form goes. Keep that form perfect no matter what pace you're at. Form over everything. You have 3, 2, and 1. Lock back in. And more important now than ever, that big, strong exhale to push back. Good job. In 10 seconds, we're going back to that sprint. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds easy. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Let's go in 3, 2, and 1. Come on, let's go. That's it, y'all. You have less than 3 minutes until we get to that second portion of this set here. Breathe. You're already halfway through. Less than 20. Watch that split time. Not only do you have to drop it by 10 to 15, but try to hold it there as well. Final 10. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and slow it down. All right, y'all, these breaks are getting shorter and shorter. So important here to keep a strong mind. Mind over matter. Your mind controls everything. 50-second push. In 3, 2, and 1. Big deep breath. Exhale back. Let's go. That's it, y'all. I don't want you to worry about anything else except for your form and not letting that body give in. That's it. Less than 30. Breathe. Come on, y'all. Almost there. You're much stronger than you give yourself credit for. I need you to prove that right here. 10 seconds of recovery. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Couple big deep breaths, nice and slow. Your final minute here of these imams, all out. On that next stroke in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 60 seconds, y'all. That is it. Full 30-second recovery coming up. I need you to earn it. Come on, y'all. 30 seconds left. You're more than halfway. Come on. Embrace that burn. Embrace that level of pain. That's your body changing. That's your body trying to adapt. Don't give into it. If you push through it, that's where you get stronger. That's where you get better. Final 15. Come on. Don't slow it down. Keep that pace. Strong legs. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Woo, breathe. 30 seconds to recover here. All right, y'all. Now, it's only 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. When that recovery time matches the amount of work that you're doing, I need you to give me just a little bit more. Up the effort in 3, 2, and 1. Come on. That's it. That's it, Chelsea. Come on, y'all. Strong legs. I don't care how high you get that stroke rate. It's about that leg drive. Speed through it. Perfect form. 10 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, y'all. Breathe. 30 seconds here. Notice I haven't called out any stroke rates. I'm not telling you to hit 24 on recovery. I'm not saying hit 28 plus on that sprint. It is you. You determine the work you want to do. But if you want to see the results, you know that you have to put the work in. Don't rely on someone else. Rely on yourself. You have 3, 2, and 1. Come on. Second to last one. We're almost there. You have less than 90 seconds of work. And then you'll get that full break coming up. Yes, that's it. Halfway already. Less than 15. Drive through those heels. Break that board underneath those feet. 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. Breathe. Watch out. Final recovery here into your final sprint. Finish line is in sight. You all know when you see the finish line in any race you're doing, you always push harder to get there faster. I need you to do the same thing here, same mentality. Finish line's in sight. Don't slow down. Hit it with full stride in 3, 2, and 1. Come on, let's go. Yes, that's it. You have less than 20. Come on, y'all, last 10. All about that push. Stay strong, stay with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Woo. Shake it out. How you feel? Good. Yeah? How do you guys feel at home? Feel good? Fantastic? I hope so. All right. Shake it out for me here. Now, our final set is 4 2-minute pushes, all right? It's gonna be 2 minutes on each and every set. I'll set my timer to 2 minutes. If you wanna set yours to 2 minutes, you can. It's all about getting as many meters as possible in that 2-minute time frame. If you can, shoot for a maximum of 500 meters. If you can hit higher than that, fantastic. If you can't hit that, that is not a failure. That's just a benchmark for you to try to get to. All right, I want you to continue to stay motivated and push through. Some people work better on seeing a number or knowing a number to hit to. I need you to give me 2 minutes all out. We'll have a 30-second completely stop. I'm not going to go into recovery row. 30 seconds, completely stopped. And then we'll do it 3 more times. All right, so 4 total with a 30-second break in between. Go ahead, set your timers to 2 minutes here. All the way back down from that 10. Down to 2 minutes. Tap that center button. Strap back in if it came unstrapped. All right, y'all. We're going to get going here in 10 seconds. All right, 10 seconds. No rush. Shake it out. Last 5. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Come on. Remember, this is about pacing yourself. Find your pace here. I don't want you to come out the gate as hard as you possibly can for the first 30 seconds, because then you'll be dead for the final 90. I remember this is a 2-minute little mini endurance push. This is testing your leg strength, your cardiovascular endurance, your muscle endurance. That's what these pushes are all about. Start at a nice solid pace for at least the first minute. The second half is where you start to pick up that pace a little bit if you can. That's it, y'all. You have 10 seconds until you're halfway. Start to think about dropping your split time by 5 to 10 seconds if you can. In 3, 2, a little bit more. Let's go. Final 60 seconds. And now by a little bit more, I do not mean you have to skyrocket that short break. By a little bit more, that just means a little extra push. A little extra 8-leg drive. Really push those heels into those foot plates. 30 seconds left here. Can you add a little bit more? Can you drop that split time by just 2-3 more seconds? Remember, these are all outs. It's supposed to be maxed out. You're not trying to save energy for the next push. That's what that recovery is for. Give everything you possibly can in every single set. Last 10. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Where you're at for you here. Shake it out. 30 seconds. All right, 30 seconds in total before we go right back to it. Now, while you're taking a break, while you're resting, grabbing some water, tap that center button so you don't forget. That's going to reset your timer to 2 minutes. You definitely want that timer to start counting down as we get back to it. Breathe. We got 5 seconds. Tap your center button one more time just to be sure. In 3, 2, and 1. Number 2, let's go. That's it, y'all. That initial push, right out the gate, needs to be the strongest push. That gets those blades moving if you're on this water rower. If you're on concept, it's the same exact thing. That initial push off from that foot plate, from the catch, needs to be the strongest so you can maintain that pace or make it better as we go. But you gotta get those wheels turning. That's it, y'all. 30 seconds down already. Less than 90 to go. That's it. It's just you, your breathing, your form, and the rower. Nothing else matters. No one else matters here. Last 60 seconds, y'all. Give me everything you got. Give yourself everything you got. That's it, final 40. What do you have left? Yes, that's it, 30 seconds remaining. How many more meters can you give yourself in this final 20? Count them out here, let's go. Final 15. That's it, y'all. Keep your pace. Let it burn. This is taking you to the halfway point. Alrighty, let's go. In 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Breathe. 30 seconds, y'all. All right. Make sure you're really starting to catch your breath. Big, deep inhales. Explosive exhales, even as you're just sitting here. You have about 15 seconds, all right?
You good, Dylan?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. We only got 2 more. 2 more, y'all, let's go. Tap that center button. 5, you have 3, 2, and 1, let's go. All right, y'all, this one here, number 3, is the most important. Because you know there's one more after this. So automatically your brain starts to tell you to conserve a little bit of energy. Do not listen to it. Every ounce of energy in every single set. No matter if it's the first or the last. Give yourself everything you possibly can. And I also want you to focus on the amount of meters that you get in this 3rd round. That's going to be of importance for your final round as well. That's it. Halfway through already. Final 60 seconds is right here in front of you. Keep this same pace or make it better, but do not go backwards. It's all about progress. Progressing, moving forward, not moving backwards. Final 40 seconds, y'all. Come on. Final 30. You know what to do. Pick it up. Let's go. You can do anything for 30 seconds, I promise you. Now prove it. Final 15. It's just a few more strokes. Drop that split time if you can. Last 5. That's it, y'all. You got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. All right, shake it out. Look at that split time before you tap your center button to reset. Look at that split time. Look at those meters. I want you to maintain, or better, that split time that you're at, and try to beat the amount of meters that you rode. All right, so maintaining the pace is your first 60 to 90 seconds. That final minute, final 30 seconds, whatever it is to you, that's when you turn on those jet boosters. Take off, go through it as hard as you possibly can, and that's where you're gonna beat the amount of meters. All right, y'all. You have 10 seconds. Shake it out. Deep breath. Tap that center button one more time in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. This is your final 2 minutes of your entire rowing set. You've made it this far. Now don't give up. Don't quit on yourself. All right, y'all, checking in. Where's that split time? Is it the same? Is it better? As long as it's not higher, that's all that matters. We're going into 30 minutes of a nice yoga flow. Not that it's not going to be challenging, but I promise you, you're going to be able to catch your breath and slow down and start to recover that body from all this work that you're putting into it now. Yes, that's it. Come on, y'all. Final 60 seconds. Give yourself everything you can. This is your final 60 seconds on your rower for the entire day. Put that in perspective into how much you've already worked. That's no time at all. That's it, final 45. Don't let that split time creep up. This is it, y'all. This is where you turn it on. 30 seconds. More strength, more power, more speed with that perfect form. Last 15. We're almost there. Come on, yes you can. Yes you will. Fight for it. Burn through it. Less than 10. Are you gonna beat those meters? Yeah, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, y'all. As you catch your breath, go ahead, unstrap those feet. Grab some water if you need it. Get that rower out of the way, or step onto your mat. We're gonna put our rowers up. You have a couple of minutes here to breathe, to get set for the yoga portion. I'm gonna let Chelsea take it away.
All right, you're letting me take it away because you're out of breath.
That's true. Which means I worked really hard.
All right, we're gonna take off our shoes. If you're at home, no one's gonna smell your feet, so don't worry about it. Take off your shoes. Find your mat or a towel. You can even do this just on your carpet. Not a big deal if you don't have equipment. We're gonna start to slow down our breath. Let's take a seat onto our mats. Bring our feet to touch, knees open out wide. Slowly start to take your back all the way down to your mat. Let your spine start to sink into the floor beneath you. Maybe bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Start to feel that heart rate slow as you start to take some nice, big, intentional breaths. So nice, deep inhales. Filling all the way up. Exhale to sigh it out the mouth. And again, filling up all the way. Feel your ribs expand. Exhale to sigh it out. Last one, deep inhale, filling. Hold at the top. Exhale, let it go. Start to focus on that breath. Just as deep, just through the nose this time. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the nose. Making your breath somewhat audible. Sounding a little like the ocean waves. Bringing your attention to that breath throughout class. When things get hard, just learning to breathe through it. Inhaling and exhaling. One more nice deep inhale. Exhale it out the nose. Take your hands to the backs of your knees. Start to close your knees together like a book. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe rock from side to side, keeping your low back down on the ground. Giving it a little bit of a massage here. Placing your feet down on the ground in front of you. Hands come behind your head. Fingertips interlace. Start to pulse it up on your exhale. Inhaling it back down. Yes, I'm sneaking core in to begin with. Don't worry, we'll get a nice juicy stretch after. Just inhaling and exhaling as you go through it. Trying not to use momentum. Trying to use that bottom core to pull you up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way back down. Take your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Hands by your side, or you can put them underneath your sits bones, giving you a little bit of momentum here. Take your right ankle in front of that left foot. Sometimes you can sneak it in between that big toe, middle toe. And we're going to start to lower on your exhale to a hover right off the mat. Inhale to bring it right back up. Exhale to lower. Maybe you take your gaze down at your toes. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale, lower. Slow and controlled. No jolting. For 3, 2. Last one. Bring it all the way back up. Switch your feet. Left foot in front this time. Inhaling here to prepare. Exhale to lower. Inhaling to lift and lower. Breathing through it, you got it. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, lower it down. Inhale it back up. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Sigh it out the mouth, let it go. Dig your hands to the backs of your thighs. Start to rock and roll up and down your spine. Getting enough momentum, crossing your ankles. Plant your hands in front of you. Step back to a tabletop position. Hands right underneath your shoulders. Knees right underneath your hips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze for cow. Exhale, curl the spine, tuck your chin to your chest for cat. Inhaling for cow. Exhaling for cat. Finding any other movements as you inhale and exhale here. Maybe you wag your tail from side to side. Maybe you make some big body rolls, whatever feels good. Breathing through it. And whenever you're ready, meeting me back in a tabletop position, neutral spine. Reaching your right hand forward. Left leg kicks up and back. Let's knock out the rest of this core. You can stay right here, holding it here, taking any curves out of your spine, flexing your foot down towards your mat. Or on your exhale, you're going to bend your elbow in line with your shoulder, your knee in line with your hip. It's a little bit of a funky bend. Inhale to extend it out. Exhale, in line. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it here. Take that left foot out towards the left side of your mat. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Drop that hand, drop that knee. Inhale, a few more cat-cows. Inhale for cat, cow. Exhale for cat. Breathing through it. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Meeting me at a neutral spine. Start to reach your left hand forward. Right leg up and back. You can hang out right here. This is perfectly fine. Engaging your core. Or on your exhale comes that funky bend. Inhale to extend it out. Exhale to bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Hold it here. Kick that right leg out. If you have a neighbor, maybe kick your neighbor. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Drop that hand, drop that knee. Tuck your toes back behind you with your knees 1 inch off the mat. Holding it here, beast pose. Yes, you can. Engaging your core. Making a little cat back out of your back. For 3, 2. Don't drop it. 1. Take your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Start to pedal out your legs. Taking your dog for a walk. Bending into one knee then the other. Maybe swaying your hips from side to side. If it feels nice to come up on your tiptoes, bend your knees. Press your chest a little bit closer to your thighs. Finding any movements that feel good. And whenever you're ready, finding some stillness. Looking forward at the top of your mat. Take tiny little tiptoes all the way to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw your fingertips up your shins, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise, sweep your arms all the way up and out. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And again, inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, sitting to a chair. So bring your toes to touch your knees to touch if that feels good. Sit your seat low. If you have low back problems or are pregnant and you want to keep your feet and knees out wide, that is perfectly fine. Choosing one or the other, whatever feels good to you. Breathing here. Slow and controlled. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step your right foot back, step your left foot back, meeting in a plank pose. You can be on your toes or on your knees, whatever is accessible to you, holding this plank. Breathe in. Exhale, push forward on the toes, chaturanga push-up, bending at the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Pushing forward to your plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, that right leg lifts high. Exhale, bring that knee towards your nose. Crunch it in underneath you. Inhale it up and back. Right knee, right elbow. Crunch it in. Inhale it up and back. Knee into your nose. Step that foot in between your hands. Take your back heel down, rise up into that warrior one. So your hips are square towards the front of your space. Reaching your hands up. Relax the shoulders down the back. You're pressing into the knife edge side of both feet. If you need to take your hands towards your hips, pull that left hip forward. Make some tiny adjustments here to make this pose your own. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Exhale, take your hands to your low back, interlace your fingers. Open up your chest, look up. Inhale. And on your next exhale, humble warrior. Bringing that right shoulder to the inside of that right knee. Maybe pressing your hands forward towards the front of your space. Relax your head, your jaw, your face. Breathe in here. Exhale, let it go. One more in. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Plant that left hand down, spiral onto the sole of that left foot. Reach your right hand high, easy twist. Opening up that chest towards the right side of your mat. Breathe in. Exhale. Drop that back knee down if that feels good. Untuck the toes. Breathing in here. We're making a little bit of a transition to a side plank with that modified knee down. So walk your right foot back. Your left knee is still on your mat. Reach your hips a little bit higher. This is always an option. If you want to come to your feet though, you're more than welcome to take it up. Coming to a plank version that way. Breathe in. Exhale. One more in. Drop your right hand down, plank pose. Inhaling here. Exhale, push forward on the toes, chaturanga, push up. Inhale, pull your chest through, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg lifts high. Exhale, left knee to nose. Cheetah pose. Inhale, take it back. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale it up and back. Knee to nose. Step that foot in between your hands. Spiral down on that back heel. Start to reach your arms up, coming into warrior one. Pressing into the knife edge sides of both feet. Maybe take your hands towards your hips. Pull that right hip a little bit more forward. Breathing in. Relax the shoulders back, down your back. Exhale, let it go. Take your hands to your low back. Interlace your fingers, funky thumb on top this time. Open up your chest, look up. Then exhale, humble warrior. Surrender in. Relax your head, neck, and chest. Let it go. Breathe in. Exhale. One more. push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Dropping down to your forearms, coming into a dolphin pose. Start to walk your toes in a little bit. Just seeing how this feels. Maybe do some pulses, some heel lifts up into the air as you inhale. And exhale, if you want to get a little bit more into exploring how this feels, maybe lift up one leg, then the other. Breathing through it. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start to walk your toes out, dropping your belly down towards your mat. Untuck the toes. Pull your chest through. Sphinx pose. Ground down into all 10 finger pads. Breathe in here. Slow and controlled, looking directly in front of you. Breathe in. Exhale it out. One more in. Slowly start to lower yourself all the way down to your mat. Take your arms out to a T or goal post them. Whatever feels good. Take that left hand in towards your elbow. You're going to press into that left hand. Start to roll onto the right shoulder. Maybe you take that left foot over the right. Just getting a nice little shoulder stretch here. Breathing through it. Coming to that first point of sensation and holding it there. Maybe relax your head down towards your mat. Breathing in. Exhale it out. One more in. Slowly rolling back down towards your belly. Reach your left hand out long. Right hand comes in, pressing into your right palm, starting to roll over onto that left shoulder. Getting all those snap, crackle, and pops out. Relax your head down towards the mat. Breathing here. One more. Slowly roll back over. Taking both hands right underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Press straight up into your plank pose. And then downward facing dog. Inhale, that right leg lifts high. Bend the knee, stack, open the hip. Maybe taking a few ankle circles, a few big knee circles. Slowly straightening it back out. Right knee, right wrist, setting up for pigeon on this side. Dropping your shin down towards your mat. Walk that left leg out long, untuck the toes. Let's start by first walking your hands towards your hips. Opening up that chest. Look forward or up if you can. And then exhale, start to surrender. Letting gravity take over here. Relaxing into this posture. Breathing into those tight hips. Letting it all go. Breathe in. Exhale it out. One more in. Exhale, let it go. Start to walk yourself back up, pressing into your hands. Take your weight into that right hip. Swing your left leg around. You're going to stack your left foot over the right. Sit up nice and tall. If this isn't super comfy, you can always release that right leg forward if this feels a little bit better. You're going to bring that right elbow to the outside of that left knee, or just hug your knee in and start to place your left hand behind you. Every inhale, you get a little taller. Every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. step it back to a down dog, or you can flow through a vinyasa if you'd like. All meeting up in downward facing dog. Inhale, that left leg lifts high. Bend the knee, stack, open the hip. Take a few ankle circles here, a few knee circles. Re-extending that leg. Bring your left knee towards your left wrist. Left foot towards your right wrist. Setting up for pigeon on this side. Untuck the toes. First, walk your hands towards your hips. Look up if you can. Forward if it feels a little bit more comfortable. Breathing in. Exhale, start to fold. Walk your hands out in front of you. Make a pillow for your forehead. Start to relax into it. Breathing into this left hip. Each side might feel a little bit different, and that is completely normal. Just accepting it where it is today. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more in. Slowly start to walk yourself back up. Take your weight into that left hip. Swing your right leg forward. All the way around. Stacking that right leg on top of the left. Sit up nice and tall. Both sits bones are grounded into the mat. Take that left elbow outside of that right knee. Right hand back behind you. Every inhale, the crown of your head goes a little bit taller. Every exhale, you twist a little bit deeper. Breathing as you go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more in. Slowly start to unwind, taking that counter twist towards the left. Coming back through center. Extend both legs in front of you. We're going to take a wide-legged forward fold. So your legs are going to come out to your right and left. Sit up nice and tall first. Flex your toes back towards you. And then start to walk your hands out in front of you. Maybe you come down part way. And then bring your chin in towards your chest. Let gravity do the rest of the work. Trying to keep your back as straight as you can as you come down. It doesn't matter how far you come as long as you keep that back nice and straight. Breathing in, flexing those toes. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. One more in. Exhale, start to walk your hands back up, taking your legs together. We're going to come into a supported fish pose. So it's supported by yourself, by your hands. If you want to add a blanket, this is a perfect place to do it. I'm actually going to flip this way to show you what I'm doing first. So I'm placing my hands right behind my seat and starting to walk down onto my forearms. Once my forearms are nice and planted, start to release the head back, opening up the neck towards the ceiling. Start to look back behind you, holding it here, breathing as you go. It's super uncomfortable, purely because we don't normally, as humans, open up our neck like this. So if you need to make any adjustments, you can. This is a perfect place for a block or a pillow or a blanket if you don't want to use your forearms. If your legs don't feel quite right, you can bring the soles of your feet together like we did at the beginning of class. Knees out wide. So lots of different options for how you do this. Just breathing through the uncomfortability. You've got it. Breathe in. Exhale it out. rock from side to side. Maybe grab for a happy baby, soles of the feet into the hands, pulling your knees down towards your shoulders. From here, taking your knees together once more, drop your knees over towards the left side of your mat. Arms can come out to a T or goal post them. Gaze over your right shoulder if that feels comfortable. Just a gentle supine twist. Breathe in. Exhale it out. One more in. Exhale, slowly bringing your knees back through center, then over towards the right. Gaze over that left shoulder if that feels good. Just wringing out that spine, breathing in. Exhale it out. One more in. Back through center. We're coming into two of our last postures. We're first going to take an inversion of your choice. You can just extend your legs up long in front of you. Waterfall pose. If this is uncomfortable in any way and you want to take a bridge pose, you can. Planting your feet into the mat, pressing your hips a little bit higher. That is also a posture. If you'd like to take a shoulder stand by pressing your hips up, making a little kickstand for yourself with your forearms. Just getting that blood flow going the opposite direction. Breathing as you go. One more inhale. Exhale, let it go. Bring your knees back into your chest. Start to release your legs out long in front of you. Arms come alongside your side body. Palms face up towards the ceiling, closing your eyes if you haven't already. And just start to melt into your mat. Let the first part of your day go. Just relax. How does your body feel after an hour of movement? After breathing intentionally, how has your mind shifted? Let that all just wash over you as we come into our final Shavasana. Start to bring a little bit of life back into your body. Wiggling your fingers and toes. Maybe taking a big stretch. Bring your arms back behind you, pointing your toes towards the front of the room. Bring your knees into your chest. Start to roll over onto one side, right or left side. And whenever you're ready, pressing yourself up into a comfortable seat, eyes still closed, hands come to heart center. Breathing here once all together.